Okay, so looks like we are live. So let's get started. So I don't need this. Don't need Twitter. Okay, perfect. So what are we doing? So there's this very interesting project called ARC-Prize, which like is basically a bunch of mini games where you have an input as a grid and output as a grid, and you got like a few examples, like 5 examples each, and what you need to do is to actually draw the results. So for example, in this case, this is 3 by 3, and then gives you a 9 by 9. So it gives you a 9 by 9, and the idea is you copy the shape if this one is 1. Okay, so for example, so you have this shape, and now you copy it on this one, so this one, you copy it on this one, and you copy it on the bottom one. And so this one is the same, you copy it at the bottom left, bottom right, and the middle right, and you copy this shape. So they have like 400 easy training sets, and they have 400 hard training sets. And so what I'm going to do is try to speedrun all of them. And so I created a repo yesterday, and I did the first one just to like set things up. And so we have training 1, training 2, and yeah, and I set up some jests. So I don't need this. Yep. So I set up some jest tests. So what I can do is I can do a yarn test training 1. So what it's going to do is take this test that is coming from the actual training data. So this is like all of those. And I put it in, and I use describe tests, which is just taking all of the tests and expect to solve this. So I've done the first one. So the first one, if you look at it, this is we iterate over the first like the first matrix, and so if it's not 0, so it has a value, then we copy it to the other one. So now let's look at the number 2, and so we're going to start the timer, and we'll return once. Perfect. So now we are starting. So what is number 2? Okay, so number 2, so the idea is we are going to look for holes in the shape, and if the hole, if this is a hole, then we're going to put it in yellow, and if it's not a hole, then we're going to like put it in black. So all of the holes are here, all of the holes are here. So I already started thinking about like how I would implement this one. And so my thinking is we're going to start from all of the edges, and then we're going to use a technique called flood fill. And so we're going to basically go and fill, and if there's a barrier, then we're going to stop. And we're going to fill it in black. And so the first step we're going to do is to like turn all of the black ones into yellows. And then we're going to flood fill from all of the edge into black. And so now it should hopefully all of the ones that are enclosed turn to green. So let's start. And so what I did was implement a copy matrix, so that basically takes the input and copies it. And yeah, and so now training 2. And so I also implemented like a small printer, so it actually prints using the Unicode squares for knowing what's wrong. And so in this case, the minus, this is the solution, so this should be yellow, and now this is black, and so this is a wrong one. Okay, so okay, so what we want, so the first thing we did, so the first thing we wanted to do was to turn all of the blacks into yellow. And so I probably need to make a function iterate, so each matrix that takes an input and it takes a callback. And so the structure for the matrix is so we get an array of rows, and the rows are integers. So training 2. And so what we're going to do is, and by the way, I'm not trying to make it fast. I'm just trying to make it actually work. So for each, let me call it for each matrix. So for input.forEach, so this is a row, and then the row.forEach, and so okay, so row I and column J. And so what we want is to do the callback on I and J. So we're not going to give the value. I just want to, or actually we should give the value. So row J. Okay, and so now what I can do is for each matrix, the result, and so we have like the value ij, and what we can do is if the value equals 0, result ij equals to, and this is the color yellow, and so yellow is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 is 4. Okay, so and okay, perfect. So now it's colored like all of the blacks into yellow. So now what we want is to do the float fill algorithm. So now we want to have a visited flag, so we know like if a position has if a position has been visited or not, and we want to start iterating. So we want to do it for this one, for this one, for this one, for this one. So let's so we should get the width. Okay, so function get width of the input, so this returns the input.length, and function get height of the input, this return input 0.length. So what we can do is const width equals get width of the input, const height equals get height of the input. So width plus I. Okay, so now we have one for all of the widths, and const to-dos, and so this is an array. And so we want to put all of them as like nodes to visits. So what we're going to do is we're going to like put all of them as we want to visit, and then so we're going to start and all of them and all of them and all of them, so all of the edges, and then we're going to pick up the first one to visit, and then we're going to try to go right and to go left, to go right, left, up, down, and if it's and so we're going to turn it black, and then if it's a yellow, if it's visited, we stop. If it's a yellow, then this is good, then we put it on the loop to visit, and if it's not, then like if it's a green, then we know like this is an edge and like it's the border, so we don't actually go. Can't reconnect, cancel, I don't care. Okay. So to-dos dot push I0, so x equal y and y equals 0. Okay, and we want to do this as well for the last one, so equals height minus 1. And now we're going to do for the height, and so y equal I, this is 0, and this is width minus 1. Perfect. So now, while to-do's length is more than 0, so we want to pop, so const element equals to-do's dot pop, and we don't actually care about the order, so we can take in any order. So if, and so we want to do visited, so element dot x plus, and so this is like not like we could make a matrix of the same size, but I like to do it like this as a string equal to true. So actually no, what we want is to we say no, actually like yeah, so if okay, so yeah, okay, so if the input dot element dot x, so no, this is like first is the y element dot x equals to 4, then we want to set it to 0. Okay, so now we are basically going to turn all of them into black. So okay, let's see if this is working. And this died. Okay, so let's retry. Okay, so I don't want, okay, so I want a new terminal. Okay. So now, so it didn't work. Equals to 4, did I set it to 4? Yeah, I set it to 4. So what is not? Okay, let's see. Okay, and so we're going to do, I think I can only filter by, so T1, 0. Okay, so I can just look at the test 0. Oops. Actually, the test 0 is pretty big, so let me just do the test 1. Filter by project name. I said this was T and 1. Okay, so now we have like a small one, so it's going to be easier to debug. Okay, so we got all of the elements. Okay, so 5, 5, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and so 5, 5 is this one. So this should be. So now I can check what is the value of this element. 0. Oh, this is not input, this is results. Okay, perfect. I wonder why it's doing that. Okay, and the last line is good. So now all of the borders. Okay, so this is it this one? Okay, let's return input. No, so let's. Okay, so this is this one. So this is this one. So okay. Okay, so the first one is good, and the last one is good. I don't know why it's doing this, but okay. So now we are good. So we are able to get the border. So next, what we want is to actually get the float field working. So for this, okay. So we want to check the top. Okay. So if checking for the top. If results. So if not visited. So element dot x. So let's say 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus element dot x dot y. And plus x plus 1 so is equal to, so if element plus x plus 1 is inferior to width and is equal to, what do you want? So we continue. So it's not equals to, what is the green one? The green one is 3. It's not equal to 3. So we put to do dot push, and we push x element dot x plus 1 and y element dot y. Okay. So now this is working. So yeah, so this is working, and this is working, and this is working. So now we've got like the right direction done, and so now we need to do the same for all of the other directions. So -1 superior to 0. So this is -1, -1, -1. So okay, now this test is passing. So t, and we don't put any pattern. Okay, so this one is not passing. Okay, so now we need to do at the bottom. So, okay, and so now we need element.y is inferior to height. So this is element y plus 1, element y plus 1, element y plus 1. Cannot read undefined. What did I mess up? Oh, element y plus 1. Okay. So now we're almost done. And so now we need to do the -1 at 0. Oops, this one should be, yeah, 0. And so this is -1, this is -1, and this is -1. And so now it should pass. Oh, okay. So here I'm adding, okay. So this issue here is that this is the border and I'm still adding it to the border. So what I need to do is when I push, if results dot 0 I equals not, yeah, equals 0. Okay, so I need to push this, and so this is going to be height -1, and so now I need to do the same. So this is going to be I 0, and this is going to be width -1, 0, and now it should pass. Oops, I changed it to 4, so it should be 4. Wait, no, yeah, I changed it to 4. Oops, and this one should be I, and this one should, wait, this one should, I 0, oops, no. Okay, this one should be I, and this one should be width -1. Yep, perfect. So now, okay, how do I, okay, so 20 minutes for number 2. Perfect. So now we need to go, and that's probably a way, like if we need to do this float field algorithm again, we're probably going to extract this into a function. But let's go to the next one. So for the next one, this is going to be next. And so, yep, there's a bunch of examples. So now let me first create the code for this. So new file, training3.js, and new file, training3.test.js. So now I need to go to the third one. 3. Let's make sure this is, yep, this is a good one. And so we can copy this, const equal this, save, and then we copy okay, it's number 3, and then from number 3 what we can do is copy matrix, 2, and we can export. And return results. And I need to put this to 2 spaces. Okay. So now I don't need this anymore. Number 3. Okay, perfect. So now what is this one? So now I need to understand. Okay. So it seems, okay, so 3 by 6, 3 by 9. So we are adding 3. Okay, so this is the same, this is the same. And then we're adding this. So this is this one. So we're basically just adding this to the bottom. Let's see if this one is the same. So we should be adding this to the bottom. Yep, we're adding this to the bottom. And then here we're adding this. Nope, it's not the same. Okay. So now we have this, and we have this. So this is the same. So this is mirrored. And so now we're adding this one to the bottom. Okay, is the top, yeah, the top is the same. The top is the same. The top is the same. So this and this is the same. So this line is the same. Okay, there's only 3 examples. Is there only 3 examples here? Yep. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 3 by 9. Oops. Edit, so I want blue. So here I expect it's like this. Is it good? Wrong, try again. I actually don't understand this one. Okay, so this is mirror on the left, this is mirror on the right, this is mirror on the left. Okay. So maybe it's something like this. Blue. Something like this. Does anybody know? Okay, apparently I'm not good enough to be an AI. Okay. So there's definitely a pattern. So this is like, the game is to repeat the pattern. Why is it not? Oh, this looks like a pattern. I'm not getting it. So I think we have the solution. Nope, this one is the first one, so this one, yep, this is the second one. This one is the left. Yep, this one is this one. So this one is a T. Why does it change color? Oh, it's in red. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Okay. Fill. Okay, so now it should work. Okay, so the note, the color is actually meaningful. So, okay. So, what do we need? To the left, to the left. Okay, so this was this one. Oh, do we actually just repeat from the top? Oh yeah, we just repeat the top. So we do 1, 2, 1. So it's going to be, this one is here. And then this one, like the shape, and then this one, okay. Oh, no, wait. No, because this one is flipped. So it's not this. And we're not flipping anything. So this is the same as this. I mean, I think this one and this one are just like copies. We just copy it. But now the big question is, when do you copy and when do you not copy? I mean, the naive solution is like, if this one is equal to this one, then we copy. And if they're not equal, then we use this section. Yep. Okay, I'm going to do that. I don't know if this was the intended algorithm, but this is likely going to be working. So, okay. So training, so it's actually not copy matrix. This is going to be build, oops, one more, build matrix. And we want to have like a 3 by 9. 3 by 9. Okay, so now what we want is to have a function is equal. Function R matrix equal. So the inputs, and so we want the x1, y1 with 1, 8, 1, and we want x2, y2. Actually, if they're equal, they are going to be the same size. So we want, okay, and let's do this. Perfect. And so we're going to do for let I equal 0, I weights plus I, and then so j0, j height. Okay. And so now what we're going to do is, if input y1 plus j x1 plus I is not equal to this, then we're going to return false, otherwise we're going to return true. And so it's going to be y2, x2. Okay. And x in the width. Okay, so this is going to be good. And we're going to do function copy matrix, copy submatrix, input, output, x1, y1, output, x2, y2. And we want with height. Okay. That's good. Now what we want is, again, the same. And so what we want is equals inputs. So the outputs of y2 plus j with inputs. Okay, that should be working. Okay, so we want to always, okay. So first what we want is to copy submatrix with the input being the input, the output being the output. So this is going to be x1 0, y1 0, x2 0, y2 0, and the width is going to be 3 and the height going to be 6. So we're going to be copying 3 by 6, and then if our submatrix equal okay, so we want inputs is good, x1 0, y1 0, x2 0, y2 3, with 3, height 3. So if this, okay, if this matrix equals to this matrix, okay, so this is this case, then we copy 0 to 3 at the bottom. Okay. Then we copy submatrix, input x1 0, x2 y1 0, output x2 0, y2 is going to be 6. So 0, 3, and 3. Okay. Or maybe it's 5. Okay, so it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, this is 6. Is this like 6, 7, 8? Yeah. 6, 7, 8. This is 6. Else, so we said we are copying this part. So 0, 1, 2. We're copying at 2. We are copying y2. Okay. Oops, this is not output, this is results. Okay, results. And okay, so let's do again the 1. Oh, so this is probably undefined. Okay, so what is build matrix? Is it putting 0 everywhere? Yeah, it's putting 0 everywhere. So number 3. Okay, let me cancel the log. Results. Return results. Okay. So we have. It's super only. So describe tests. What we want matrix to string. Import matrix to string from matrix to string. Oh, are we changing the color? Ah, we are changing the color. Okay. Okay. So now what I need to do is set in the 2 for each matrix. Okay. Define for each matrix.js. Up. Exports default function. And so number 2 imports. Okay. And so number 3 from. Okay. So we don't need matrix to strings anymore. For each matrix. Okay. Input, so this is results and cd. Okay, and so we had into for each matrix. Okay. So if it's blue, blue is. So if it's 1, then we want it to be 2. If value is 1, then we want it to be 2. Okay. Okay, so okay, this is all of this is good. So now what's the issue? So we're getting blacks, and we should be getting this. So where are we getting black? Okay, are we here or there? So we are there. Okay. So this is this one. So 0, 1, 2. So we should be having this one. And what it's saying here is we should be having this one. Okay. But we have only black. So we have only black. So this means like this copy is not working. Okay. So we want to do 0 and 2 to 0 and 6. 0 and 6. That should be good. Okay, so this is for the result we're updating to 2. Okay, let's try console output, and we try to console the output. Results. Okay, so it's not copying anything. So the outputs of y2 plus the height, x2 plus the height, y1 plus the y height, and x1 plus the height. Okay, let's try this. Okay. But we're already using copy sum matrix here and it's working. What is the width? I didn't put the width. 3, height 3. Okay. Yeah, it passes. Okay, perfect. So okay, this is good. So now this is working, and so now if I do T, I remove the pattern, then everything is passing. Yes. So again, I don't know. Okay, so this is good. So I actually don't know if this is like how it was intended, because honestly it looks weird, but seems to be working. So now we can go to the next one. Okay, let's training for the JS. New training for the test.js. So now 1, 2, 3, 4. Back. Const equal up. And so we copy from the 3. Up. Number 4. And number 4, what we do is why are you not not tabs, space 2. Okay, I need to figure out how to set it up. Is there a way to back? And so now, why was it fading? Okay, this is by saying, so now we want number 4. Now it should be fading, yep. Okay, perfect. So, what does it do? So it seems to be shrinking this by 1 to the left. It's also moving it. So it's moving it 1 to the right. Okay, so this is moving 1 to the right. And then shrinking 1 to the left. So the last row is shrinking 1 to the left. Okay. So this is 1 to the right. Tac, tac. And the last row is shrinking, is moving 1 to the left. Okay. And this is 1 to the right. Okay. Okay. So for every row, if there's a color, then we move them 1 to the right, except for the last row, which is like 1 to the left. So and this is okay, and the board is different from the okay. So I need to be able to iterate through every single rows, and if the next one, so okay, so if the next one is empty, is all black, then I put, oh no, is it 1 to the left? No, it doesn't move. Oh, it doesn't move, okay. So if the next row is empty, it doesn't move. Otherwise, we put 1 to the right. Okay, that should be easy enough. Okay, so let me do in 3 I had get width and get height. Oops, console login to remove. Get width, not need this one. Okay. So get width. Yes. Export default function get width. And get height. Get height. Export default function. Okay. So this is going to be import get width. And it's going to be get height. Oops. Okay, perfect. So now I'm using this. And so in 2 I had oh, I need to change the height. So the issue is like there's no Unicode for a square of this. So emoji. Oops. Blue. Yeah, I've been using these ones for the blue one, but I want a light blue. I use this, but it seems like it doesn't preserve the width. Maybe this one will. So this is matrix to string. Okay, this one is going to do it. Perfect. Okay, so now number 4. Okay. So we want to build a matrix with the same weights and same heights. Now, which for let e equals 0, height plus I. Okay, so what we want. Okay, so what we want is so we're going to shift 1 to the right. Okay, let's do the shift 1 to the right. So result dot I equals input dot I. And so we're going to copy the inputs. So we're going to copy the row, and so we're going to add a 0 at the beginning, and we're going to slice 0 minus 1. We're going to remove the last one. And so we're going to do this. Okay, let's try this. Input I is not terrible. Why is it not terrible? Okay, I need to do T1. T1. Okay, 1. Okay, it's working. Oh, wait. Oh no, it's not this. Okay, this is not the right algorithm because this one is moved here. Why is this one moved here? Okay, let's finish this. Okay. And so if I height -1 and is there like an any JavaScript array any some. Okay, I want the opposites. I want all, every. Okay. And results dot I plus 1 all e equals to 0. So if I hit this, I want to do nothing. Else I want this. Dot all is not a function. Dot every. Okay, what? Oh, I want to copy it. Result.I equals input.I. Okay. But I want to expected, so this is what I wanted and received. Oh, so I don't move it. Yeah. Oh, hey, Crayon and Nakatox. So yeah, no, these are like those problems are like really hard. I'm not, yeah. Honestly, I'm not sure like if it's testing like an AI or like somebody really good, but yeah. But I'm actually not sure like what this is. Anyway, okay, let me get back to to what I was doing. So why is it not working? So if I equals to height -1, okay. So it's not the last one. And so results. Oh yeah, but okay, this should be the input. Okay. So now this is working. So now what we need Okay, I really wish the expect would actually show the right thing. So let me actually console .log. So this is called matrix to string, and I want the results, and I want the inputs. And how do I import this? Yeah, it's annoying. Like instead of meta, you can actually import this automatically. So okay. Okay. So is this doing what we're doing? What's wrong? Okay. So this is moving it by 1. Why did it stop? Why? 1. What? Oh no, this is, oh. Wait, what? No, this is the width. Did I mess up? Input dot length. Get width. Okay. How? Wait. 1. Oh, it was in number 2. Okay. I messed up. Okay. So 4. Okay, so this is not working. So now what we want is number 1. Okay. And so we want this one to be to the left. So the before last to be to the left. It is always the case. Yeah, but there's only 2 inputs, like this is annoying. This is to the left. Okay, I'm going to hardcode this, but okay. So we're going to go back. So okay, -2, I +2. Okay. So if it's before the last, then we want the last one then we want to iterate, and if this is the second to last, okay, and then I need to run. Okay, so for let j equals 0, j result dot with plus j. Oh no, actually we can do it from the end. With -1 equals 0 minus. Okay. So now what we can do is if results dot I dot j is not 0. Okay. So what we did is, oh, okay, but we need to do it before the shifting. Yep. Okay, but I haven't shifted yet. Okay, so const row equals to, okay, so if row, and then we shift. Okay, so if row is not 0, so we want row j minus 1 equals row dot j, row dot j equals to 0, and then we want to break, and then we want this to be shifting it 1. Okay. Okay, so it's doing the right row, but it doesn't end. Oops, dot row. Okay, perfect. So now it passes yes. Okay, so now if I do T, I remove the pattern. Yeah, they all pass. And done. So how do I pause the timer? Perfect. So now do I have in console? Yep. Let me clean this up. Let me clean this up. And now we have 4 of them. So it took me around 20 minutes per. So there's 400 of like the easy training. So if I'm at like 20 minutes per, it's going to take a huge amount of time. Okay, I didn't think it was going to be that hard, but yeah, so we found this one, but again, like, this is weird. Like, I like the examples are like super weird, where like it's really hard to understand the rules. So in this case, I found like the previous to one is like shifted 1, like all of them are shifted 1, but the last one and like this one is like this pixel is going to the left, but I don't actually know if this is the like intended version or not. This one honestly is super weird. Like, I think that's trying to repeat the pattern, but yeah, I'm not sure. I found like some hack to be able to move this one or this one, but I don't know if this is the right like solution. And this one, okay, this one was easy. This one was just a flat fill, and we can do it. And yeah, the first one was super easy. We just like copy based on this. So yep, I'm done with the first one, and then next one is going to be, what is this? Okay, well, we are going to like do some like automata or something. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow same time.